All right, we had a request to do a video on inexpensive dating, inexpensive first dates. Uh, this is fairly quick because there's not too many super inexpensive ways other than being very creative, doing like a picnic, going on a short trip or something like that where you're doing mostly driving and you can get to know each other in the car. Just things that would show more who you are effectively than how much money you have or what you can afford. Those are going to be the things that take more brain power and less money. And that's usually the case. Is if you got to use your mind more on what you're going to do, you're probably going to spend less money on the date itself, which come across really well. The request also had me try to remember my first date. I cannot remember it, so that's probably some basic stuff. Uh, Probably went to like a movie or something like that. I mean, those things are more remembered by the female side of the date than us guys. I'm not saying it might have been something boring, but we just don't remember stuff like that as vividly as women do. So, but some other inexpensive things to do is make up your date. You know, make up locations that you're going to go to or cook for the date, because that's again another inexpensive way to do things. Don't go somewhere where there's a cover charge. That's a good way to think about it, and to save you a little bit of money. And try and do multiple things that are inexpensive in one date, because that makes the date more meaty, so to speak, and it lets your date forget about the fact that you didn't do the norm. We didn't go to restaurant, movie, in date, or something like that, cafe. We didn't do the regular stuff there, so they can't kind of gauge what you're spending out of your pocket either. So that's how it goes. I hope it helps some of you guys out. And dates don't have to be expensive. I think they get more expensive the more you date, because then you're gonna have requests to go do things, and then you got to start gauging. Can I afford? Do I want to go? That kind of stuff. But when you're first starting out, don't push a whole bunch of money out there, because then you may give a false impression that you have a bunch of money too if you don't. So date wisely.